You are welcome to our channel. Don't forget to keep liking, give us your thumbs up, make sure you also share. In the news today, Senator Abdul Ningi is the one confronting Tinubu and Akpabio. It says, tell Nigerians how you spend the loan. Senator Ningi confronts Tinubu and Akpabio. In a heated Senate session, Senator Ningi demanded transparency from President Bola Tinubu and Senate President Godswill Akpabio regarding Nigeria's recent $21 billion external borrowing plan approved to address 2025 budget shortfalls. Ningi's call for accountability echoes widespread public concern over the nation's rising debt and the lack of clarity on how previous loans have been utilized, with Nigeria's economic challenges intensifying, including a 34% inflation rate and a depreciating naira. Citizens are frustrated by what they perceive as opaque financial management. The approved borrowing, which includes $21.19 billion in foreign loans, then €4 billion, then 15 billion yen, and $65 million grants, and $2 billion in domestic bonds, aims to fund infrastructure, healthcare, education, security, and housing. A significant $3 billion is allocated to revamp the 2,044-kilometer Eastern Rail Corridor. However, critics, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, argue that such loans impose bone-crushing pressure on Nigerians with little tangible benefit due to alleged mismanagement and corruption. Senator Ningi pressed Tinubu and Akpabio to provide a detailed breakdown of how these funds will be spent, citing public outrage over lavish government expenditures like the purchase of a presidential jet amidst economic hardship. He emphasized that Nigerians deserve to know how loans are invested to alleviate poverty and improve living standards, especially after reforms like fuel subsidy removal have driven up living costs. The confrontation highlights a growing distrust in the government fiscal policies, while Tinubu's administration insists the loans will drive economic recovery. Ningi's demand reflects a broader call for transparency and accountability to ensure these funds deliver on promises of development rather than deepen Nigeria's economic woes. The Senate floor will have been a very hot seat this very particular day that this discussion will have come up. And what the senator is confronting the president and the Senate president for, without any sentiment, is objective, irrespective of the circumstances that surrounds it. Some of it is as a result of the response of the public. The response of the public as regards hearing a lot of issues surrounding loans here and there. And as it has been listed with the series of loans that have been granted Nigeria, including domestic ones to the bonds and the external ones, that Nigerians want to see in clear terms what the money is being used for. Of course, I wouldn't say that Senator Ningi is being economical with the truth. And I think what he is trying to drive at is the fact that Nigeria leadership should, not let anything be shrouded in secrecy. They should come out much more open to the general public, because it's the belief that a Ningi will have been privy even to what is going on. But not all Nigerians could have that privilege, to see. And it might not be in his own portfolio to expose it to the public. it might probably be the job of the executive, especially maybe the minister for information or the ministers in all those sectors, to give, their report and town meeting, whatever they want to do, like Lagos State used to do its own every 3 months, so that Nigerians will know exactly what and what the money is being spent on. Of course, those who are around where some of these infrastructures are going on can also testify to what is happening, which is the real thing. So those ones cannot also rule out the fact that work seems not to be going on. But for those who are majority of Nigerians that are not around those regions where some of the major assignment of the work or the projects or infrastructure is taking place, they may need information like this to hear from the horse's mouth directly from the people in question, our leaders, especially the executive. And Ningi is using the avenue of the Senate floor to send the Senate president to communicate the executive as regards the matter. And what are the core issues there? These external borrowings and all the internal ones, the local ones, what they want, whatever the government is doing should be, in black and white, so that Nigerians can see. And those who wish to go and verify, they can go and verify, knowing fully well that Nigerians are still grappling with the effect of removal of subsidy and depreciation of naira and the 34% inflation, that they really need to see exactly why they are suffering. Because to a large extent, if someone is going through any situation, if he sees the result of what is pressuring him, he might have the rest of mind that it's going to be a matter of time. Things will still turn around. That is a shift, a phase of change in one's life. But in a situation whereby people are kept in the dark, of course, it's going to, paint the current government even in a bad light. But let the people see truly what is happening in infrastructure and tell them this is what we are spending here. The healthcare, let them see the effect on them, that though the economy is still harsh, but we can still approach the hospital, even though we might need to pay more. Even education and security, they may say that yes, going to school is expensive, but it is quality. These are some of the things Nigerians want to see, and they want to begin to feel it, experience it, and hold it tangibly. Not mere just coming and saying it and not telling them where it is going on. And also, they can't see anybody feeling it. Like the grants, nail fund thing for the education, grants, loan, and the likes. These are key things that Nigerians are saying. But 300,000 out of about 200 million people, and to a large extent, it's a significant numbers among the students, and they can also clarify more, even for Nigerians to see. Because Ningi used the word bone crushing, loans, though I don't subscribe to that, because I think it was Akpabio Atiku that did that, that said so. What is important is the investment on the infrastructure, and Nigerians will be confident in whatever the government is doing. So it's expected, and Ningi shouldn't be seen in a bad light. Keep giving this scorecard, and Nigerians will be happy. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.